children, let us discuss some important points from the chapter Abdul in the garden. So, on a holiday, Abdul was helping his Abu in clearing the dried leaves and weeds from the flower beds in the garden. Weeds means unwanted plants. Second, Abdul has to make a good effort even to pull out the small grass. Why? Because the roots of the grass were extended to a very, very long distance in the ground. Abu told Abdul that the root of grass are strong and have to be dug out. The part of the plant below earth is called root. Number 5. In some plants, the root is as big as the plant above the earth. Number 6. Abdul noticed that when a storm came, it flew off the roof of the cowshed, broke some of the branches of the tree, but the tree remained standing. Number 7. The broken part of the pea plant had dried up after 3 days because it was not getting water and mineral. Some plants grow out of the walls of an old building. Number 9. Sometimes plants grow from a crack in a wall, window, etc. Number 10. We play in the shade of trees. Number 11. Cutting of trees is an unlawful activity. Number 12. The hanging branches of a banyan trees are its roots, and this type of roots are called prop root. We will discuss afterward. Number 13. The roots grow from the branches of a banyan tree and reach the ground. The roots of a banyan tree provide strong support to the banyan tree. Now, 15. The tree called desert oak is found in Australia. 16. Desert oak is about 10 feet tall and has very few leaves. The roots of desert oak go down under the earth to a depth of about 300 feet. These roots go down so deep in earth in search of water for the tree. Number 19. In case of acute shortage of water in desert, a pipe is put into the trunk of the tree to get water that is stored in it. We can ask these type of question in long answer type question, like write 5 sentences about desert oak tree. Then these are the 5 sentences which you can write. 20. All living things grow. Plants are living things. Okay. 21. Non-living things do not grow. Some non-living things are stone, car, earthen pot, etc. In this video, you will able to list out things which we get from plants. You will able to identify the parts of a plant, and you will able to correlate functions of roots and other parts of the plants. Observe how seed germinate. Discover dead plants store food in stems, roots, leaves, fruits and seeds. And we will discuss about the law against cutting trees, and we will also discuss about the seed dispersal, that means how seeds are dispersed travel from one place to another. Children, in this chapter Abdul in the garden, there are so many topics to be discussed, so many topics that are hidden. So let us discuss. First, we will discuss edible stems are ginger, sugarcane and potato. This is also the part of the plant. Edible roots, turnip, carrot, radish, sweet potato. Edible leaves means leaves that we eat, spinach, lettuce, methi, coriander, mint, cabbage, all these are leaves. Edible fruits, orange, mango, apple, etc. So many fruits are there that we eat. Now, the flowers that we eat are cauliflower, broccoli, banana flower also we take. Now, let us discuss the plants. Classification of the plants based on growth. Growth means according to the height, shape, etc. What is the classification? Now, first, herbs that you have already learned in class 3 also. So, let us discuss these in class 4 also. The herb is a short sized plant with soft green delicate stem. Number 2 is without woody stem. Yes, you can see these are the picture of herbs. So, what are the examples? Tomato, wheat, paddy, grass and bananas. Why? Because they have very short size and having soft and green delicate stem. The color of the stem is green. Now, next is shrubs. Number 1, how to classify? Medium size woody plants, taller than herbs and shorter than tree. So, these are the picture of shrubs. The height is not so much and the stem is woody. Bushy, hard and wood stem with many branches. Now let's move on to the next slide. Now examples of shrubs are rose, jasmine, tulsi, henna, bougainvillea. Now the next classification of the plants are trees. Trees means big and tall plants are called trees. Number second, they have thick woody and hard stem called trunk. For example, banyan, coconut, mango, neem, cashew tree, teak tree, oak tree. Okay. Now number 4 classification, number 4 types of plants is climbers. Climbers have very thin, long and weak stem. Cannot stand upright, use external support to grow vertical. As you can see from the picture, this plant is has taken the help of this wall. These parts produce twig or hook to climb. Now you can see from the picture that they have a twig, so that they can climb up, okay, and hold the support properly. Examples are bean, cucumber, grapevine, bitter gourd, money plant. Now another one is creepers. Plants that creep on the ground. The plant that creep on the ground horizontally, okay. Weak stem and extend horizontally along with the soil. Number 3, they bear fiber like roots which fix the plant to the ground. So they are having these types of twigs to hold the soil. Now example, watermelon, pumpkin, sweet potato, strawberry, cucumber, these are the examples of creepers. Creepers and climbers, always remember, creepers that creep on the ground horizontally and climbers that need support and that grows upright, okay, vertically. Now next important topic of the chapter is parts of the plant. As you can see from the picture, this is flower, this one stem, leaf, fruit, okay, bud, and the part which is below the ground, that is known as root system, and the whatever part is above the ground, that is known as shoot system. So what are there in the shoot system? Flower, stem, leaf, bud and fruit. Let us discuss in detail, okay. Now plants have different parts. Plants have different parts. Each part has its own function. These parts work together and keep the plant alive. A plant is mainly divided into root system and shoot system, just I have told after showing the picture. No. Root system, types of roots. Now we will discuss the types of root. Fibrous root. Some plants have small thin roots, all of the same length, arising from the base of the stem. This is the picture. So they are arising from the base of the plant. All the roots are of the same size, okay. Example, onion, maize, millet, rice and grasses. Now another type of root is taproot. Some of the plants have only one root, very thick, deep and straight, and go deep into the soil. They are called taproot. Now this is the example of taproot. Only one root is there that goes deep inside the soil. Example are neem, mango, peepal. Third type of root is tuberous root. These roots are thick as they store or reserve food. These are called tuberous root. Example, radish, sweet potato, beetroot, carrot. This is the example of tuberous root. They store food, okay. Now next important type of roots are prop root. Some trees like banyan tree have extra root growing from the branches of the tree till they reach the ground. These roots are known as prop root. These prop roots are like pillars and provide extra support to the huge banyan tree. As you can see from the picture, this is an example of prop root. Now what are the functions? So first function is that it provides support to the plant by holding it firmly to the soil. Number 2, what is the next function of root is to absorb minerals and water from the soil and pass it to the stem and leaves. These are used by plants for preparing the food. Number 3, function of the root is that they store food also, that for example carrot, radish, turnip, etc. Next, now we will discuss about another part of the plant, that is stem. This comes under shoot system, okay. Stems support the plant and help remain upright. Function, the stem helps the plant to stay upright. It helps in conduction of water, mineral from the root and food made in the leaves to the other parts. It bears leaves, branches, flowers and fruits. In some cases it stores food, that is ginger, sugarcane, potato. So these are the edible part of the plant that we eat: ginger, sugarcane, potato. Okay, so next important shoot part of the shoot system is leaves. The leaves have veins running across within the leaf. As you can see from the picture, these are the small veins that run across the leaf. Tiny opening present called stomata, and these are also having, when you will see with a very powerful microscope, you can see this type of thing, that is the stomata. Just you remember the word stomata. Okay, helps in exchange of gases. It cannot be seen with our eyes, so all through its surface it is having stomata, through which what is happen is exchange gases: carbon dioxide, water, oxygen. Okay, now function. Plants manufacture food in the leaves. So this is the main function of the plant, that leaves prepare food. So the leaves are also called the food factory of the plant or kitchen of the plant. Why kitchen? Because in the kitchen we prepare food. Just like that, in the plant, leaves prepare food. Okay, some leaves such as cabbage, onion, etc. store food in them. Onion is also comes under leaves. Okay, cabbage. Now flowers, another part of the shoot system is flowers. It be a reproductive part. Reproductive means process by which new plant is produced. Okay, of the same type of the plant. Sometime flower grows into a fruit. Now another important part of the plant is fruit. The fruit is a fleshy or dry, ripened part of a flower having seed inside. Some fruits like mango have single seed, and some fruits like papaya have many seeds. Next, we will discuss about the process of photosynthesis. As you can see from the picture, with the help of sunlight, carbon dioxide, oxygen, water, plants prepare their food. The process by which plants make their food with the help of sunlight, water and carbon dioxide is called photosynthesis. This process takes place in daytime in the presence of the sunlight, and the photosynthesis does not take place at the night. Why? Because at the night there is no sunlight, and as the elders say that don't sleep or under the tree at night, because at the night what happens, they take in oxygen and they give out carbon dioxide, but the whole day what they do, they take in carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen. Now next part of the plant is seeds. Seeds are the hard structure found inside fruit, and they contain baby plant. Most plants grow from seeds. So most of the plant grows from seed only. Some seeds we eat are pulses like arhar dal, moong dal, rajman, and some we use as spices. As you can see from the picture, mustard seed, then cumin seed, coriander seed, these types of seeds we use as spices. Next, let us discuss about germination. Seed grow into a new plant. The process by which seeds grow into a seedling. Seedling, remember children, it is baby plant, is called germination. Germination means what? The process by which seeds grow into a seedling. Now what are the conditions a seed needs to sprout or germinate, or what are the conditions for germination? Is a seed need air, water and warm temperature to sprout. Next, let us discuss about seed dispersal. What are the agents? Seeds are the small parts produced by plant from which new plants grow. So what do you understand by seed dispersal? That means seeds are not having any legs like we human beings, how they can go from one place to another place, and how they turn into a tree with the help of the process seed dispersal. Seed dispersal or dispersal of seed is the way seed get away from the parent plant to a new plant. Or we can see in simple word we can say seed dispersal is the transport of seeds from one place to another. Now why seed dispersal is important? So because dispersal of seed is very important for the survival of plant. If plant grow too closely together, they have to compete for light, water and nutrients from the soil, and no plant will grow properly. That's why seed dispersal is very important. Now, what are the different types of seed dispersal or different agent? Number one is wind. So these are the example: dandelion, milkweed, cottonweed. As you can see from the picture, the seeds that is dispersed with the help of wind are very light. Okay. Next agent, seed dispersal of water. So examples are coconut, lotus. Now next is seed that dispersed by animals by sticking to their body. So examples are sandbour, blackberry, tomato, cherry, apple. These are the example of the seed that are dispersed by animals, and they are having spikes like this. They stick to the animal's body. Okay. Now another agent of seed dispersal by bursting. Examples are pea and okra. They burst and seed scatter to spread the soil, and from that new plant is grown. So these are the by wind, by animals, by water, by bursting, by humans. These are the examples of the seed that are scattered by different agents. Next, let us discuss about plants prepare their own food. The main function of the leaves is to prepare food. Plants prepare their own food through the process of photosynthesis that we had already discussed. Now here one important thing you will remember: chlorophyll. The leaves of the plant have a substance called chlorophyll. Your spelling is little bit, some mistake is there, which gives them the green color. So just to remember the word chlorophyll. Because of the chlorophyll, the plants are having the green color. Okay, the plants that do not have chlorophyll cannot make their own food. Here I forgot to write H. Okay, the chlorophyll in the leaves absorbs sunlight needed to make food. Okay, now the another important term you should remember is stomata. Okay, stomata is a small opening at the surface of the leaf through which exchange of gases takes place. Stomata, you remember, takes place in the carbon dioxide from the air required by the leaves for making food. The water and the nutrient move from the roots to the leaves to the stem, and the prepared food is distributed to the other parts of the plant through stem and its branches. So how the food is distributed to the different parts of the plant? With the help of root, stem. Okay, the extra food stored in the roots are stored as stem, leaves, fruits, and in flower, that which we are edible to us. Now thank you, children.